So my father came to pay me a visit. He actually came to help with my wife's car. My dad is a good dad. He's cool, and he let me know that some of my family members have been contacting him and letting him know that they think that I might need some kind of mental help, because I am posting these videos that I'm making here on my personal Facebook. So my family members are seeing them, my friends are seeing them, everybody's kind of seeing them, and of course my story's not believable. So, and the symptoms of gang stalking very much look like schizophrenia, paranoid schizophrenia, and I do realize that. And also, unfortunately, paranoid schizophrenia runs in my family. That's unfortunate for my credibility, isn't it? And I do realize, I think it's a bit comical, sorry, but I do realize that it hurts my credibility a lot that some of my close family members have paranoid schizophrenia, and gang stalking is basically manufactured paranoid schizophrenia. So, but I don't have, I'm not hearing voices, I'm not seeing things that are not there, I'm not having any hallucinations. I have proof of the things that I'm saying, not all of them, but not everything, but I do have proof of some of my friends, backstabbing me and plotting to destroy me and things of that nature. And when you look at one proof, it's all circumstantial, right? It's just when you add everything up, it paints a picture. But when you look at just one proof, it's not enough to say what the situation actually is. And I do get that. And it's hard for me to prove everything, because for the most part, when things were happening, I wasn't even aware that I was being gang stalked. But I just wanted to say, for the people who are actually worried about me, if you are worried about me, which, hey man, I need people to be worried about me. I need people on my team. I've just come to realize that I have more enemies than I have friends right now. So if you are worried about me, genuinely, I invite you, come talk to me. I don't bite. I don't scream at people. I don't get angry because you disagree with me. I don't get angry because you don't believe me. People who believe me worry me much more than people who don't believe me, especially if I haven't explained the situation in detail to you. If I just tell you what's going on in vague details and you immediately believe me, I'm like, what happened to you for you to believe my story? Because my story is not believable. When my brother told me it was happening to him, I didn't believe him, and he's my twin brother. So if you don't believe me, I don't want you to think that I'm gonna get mad if when we have a discussion. I love to argue, honestly. Like I absolutely love it. I think it's like steel sharpening steel. It makes you smarter. So if you are worried about me, if you're truly worried about me, if you're pretending to care for, like, the image, or just because you want to gossip, I don't judge you either. Hey, do your thing. But if you do care about me, I'm here. I've been here, ready to talk to anyone who's willing to hear me out. And I do have proof of the things that I'm talking about. There's nothing wrong with me. I haven't hurt anyone. You will not be the first. So I'm here. Like, if you care, stop pretending you care by talking about me. Come talk to me. I'm right here, and I need friends. So, but I do understand that the whole sharing videos for people, it's embarrassing. They want me to stop because it's embarrassing. My story's not believable. It makes me look crazy. It makes me look like I'm out of my mind. These are the symptoms of gang stalking. It's manufactured mental health disease. So there's really nothing I can do about that. There's not much I can do about that. But I do understand that it's embarrassing for people in my family to see that a family member is sharing this story publicly. But I've been a silent victim for 20 years for many different reasons. Number one being embarrassment. These people are like sharing super embarrassing details of my life amongst each other, and oftentimes in directed conversation, letting it be known that they know things about my life, my personal life, that are really personal to me. And I have different conversation about embarrassing things about my life as well, just private stuff, not necessarily embarrassing, but private stuff as well. that they're talking to each other about. I have audio proof of, people that are my friends, that still consider themselves to be my friends, that not consider themselves to be my friends, that still pretend to be my friend while talking to each other about my personal life and plotting to destroy my livelihood. I have proof of these things. I understand that it embarrasses you, it inconveniences you, but this is happening to me. Can you imagine how I feel? And can you understand how much I don't care how it affects others, especially anymore? Now that I see how far it's going, I'm okay. I'm okay with people thinking I'm crazy. I'm okay with people thinking I have a mental disease, because being crazy and having a mental disease is not something you choose. It's something that happens to you. A chemical imbalance is not a choice. I've never done drugs I've smoked weed. When I say I smoked weed, I took one puff of weed 3 times in my life. Absolutely hated it. Never touched it again. I've never done drugs. I don't drink alcohol unless it's my I don't drink on my birthday unless it's Christmas or New Year's Eve. So I might drink once a year, twice if there's like 2 different parties, like a Christmas and a New Year's party, but usually there's only one. So I drink once a year. I absolutely hate alcohol. I don't enjoy the taste of it. I don't do drugs of any kind, besides Advil. So, if I did have a mental disease, I wouldn't be ashamed about it. It's just, hey man, this is what the cards that were dealt to me. But what does bother me, beyond having a mental disease that I don't have, but what does bother me beyond the idea that people would think I have a mental disease, is being a silent victim. I'm absolutely done with being a silent victim. I will speak up. You gotta name the devil to shame the devil. Whoever has been plotting behind me, I haven't named you yet, but you better believe it's coming. I'm going to tell the world everything you've done to me. Everyone that you know and that I know will know. Anyone who is participating in my abuse, you will be named. You will be outed. I'm not going to be quiet. And I will show proof of it. So, but I just want to get back to what I was saying, which is, hey man, if you're worried about me, you got my number. You can get my number. We're friends on Facebook. Give me a call on Messenger. I don't bite. I don't get angry. Can you imagine, my friends have been backstabbing me, betraying me, and I have proof, audio proof of them talking to each other, talking about how they're going to throw dirt on my name, sabotage my business, make sure that I can't work anymore. And I haven't done anything to them at all. Nothing, Do you think I'm going to do something to you because you don't believe me? Because you're talking to me about a sensitive subject? I'm harmless. I wouldn't hurt a fly. I am a pacifist. All right? If you care, give me a call, message me, talk to me. But if you're pretending to care, shut up.